Jets have swapped seconds with Seattle. It cost them a 5 and 7. The Jets obviously have been looking at a certain player. Who will that be? We'll be back.
Get the party started. Dale. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
That's one of the best three-point turners I've ever seen. Hey, son, come on over here.
Coach T, it's an honor.
Well, have you thought about the future, maybe Corolla or Camry?
Well, my mom says I need to keep my MPG up.
Of course she does. We got number 34.
Highway.
And we got 43 over there.
City.
Go on, check it out. I tell you what, Checkers, you've impressed me before in the past, and you're impressing me even more now.
Coach is impressed.
You did a good job, and I like your shoes.
Yeah! Yeah! That just happened! Yes, it did. No! Yes, 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 yes! Yes! We did it! Yes, we did! Yeah, we did it! See you, bud. Later.
Honey, who was that?
Who, that guy? I don't know.
Get caught up in the excitement. Buffalo Wild Wings. More wings, more beer, more sports.
Hey, who's this?
Whatever speed you want to go, one mower will match your pace. Personal Pace Technology. Another smart, simple innovation only from Toro. And cut your mowing time up to 40% with the new Toro Time Master wide area mower. Visit your Toro retailer or Toro.com.
To hear every story from every angle, go to ESPNradio.com.
As my world turns, the heartbeats, not only in my chest, but the heart in the street. So when they feel this, they feel me. But I can't feel nothing outside the Dre beat. And he's got it, what a catch! This is why this kid is so special. This place is going crazy.
We are back now with the 11th pick in the second round, and in a trade with Seattle, the Jets own the pick. And so we had Buffalo, we have Miami, and now we head down to the commissioner with one of my favorite Jets of all time. I know he's one of those guys that came in the league fast and left the league fast. Wesley Walker. I always liked him.
To announce the New York Jets selection, please welcome from the University of California, Berkeley, the 33rd overall selection of the 1977 draft by the New York Jets, wide receiver Wesley Walker.
With the 43rd pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Stephen Hill, wide receiver, Georgia Tech.
So a fast guy announces a fast guy. By the way, Wesley went to the last of the Shea Stadium Jets. That's why I like him. Fast guy, Stephen Hill.
Big guy, 6'4", 215, fast, boom. He's talking about running a 4.3 40 at the combine, 39.5 vertical. Short pass, throws a deep throw at Georgia Tech. Not a lot in between. You think about Demaryius Thomas coming out of this option offense, transitioned fairly quickly with the Denver Broncos. Certainly that helped Stephen Hill and his cause in this draft in terms of moving up the board. Raw, though, had some drops, some concentration issues coming out of offense. How quickly will he transition for an offensive? Frankly, John, they'll need him this year. Is he ready? He had 49 career receptions at Georgia Tech. Justin Blackman had 49 catches in 4 games at Oklahoma State. That's not a lot of productivity, 49 catches. Receivers in college football now say get that in half a season. Blackman got it in 4 games, and he's going to have to be a target for Mark Sanchez this year. My question to you, John Gruden, is can Stephen Hill be that kind of receiver right away?
I agree with you. He's a long way off, but if I'm a receiver coach and I get to develop a young kid, I want to take a shot at Stephen Hill. Now, 49 catches, that's unheard of for this high of a pick. If you're not throwing it to him in games, that means you're not throwing it to him on the practice field either. So he is raw. He's starting from ground zero. But I know this, the Jets lost Braylon Edwards. Doesn't look like Plaxico Burress is coming back. They need a big X receiver that can block the edge on those toss plays. They need a guy that can make plays in the red zone. This kid needs to come through for him.
Can I just tell you, while we were showing highlights and all, you saw the end of it, that was the happiest of all the guys that have come out, and we had the first-round guys yesterday. That was the happiest entrance to a stage that I saw. A smile, I mean, it could light up a room. I mean, you talk about just sheer joy. I mean, I know he had to wait. He was hoping maybe he'd be a first-round pick. Now it's a second round. I mean, this is what it's about. These are young men realizing their dreams. I don't mean to paint, get nuts over it, but it's just fun watching him bound out there like a young pup. And the Jets hope he bounds out there like a young pup for Mark Sanchez, or, hey, go run under one of Tim Tebow's balls. Go do it, right?
You're replaying hugs now, Chris.
No.
It was Swami, man.
But it was the
we got
smile.
all these highlights and we're replaying hugs now.
The smile. It was awesome. He needed shades to just look at him. All right, now we have Sal Paolantonio. Speaking of needing shades to look at, Sal Paolantonio is at Jets headquarters. Sal.
Well, just to echo what John Gruden said, they need a blocking wide receiver. Tony Sparano wants a physical wide receiver, and Stephen Hill can block. That's the one thing it's clear about him, and he runs a great 9 route. He's going to keep the safeties out of the box. They want to run the football. They need a guy who can get up the field, keep the safeties out of the box, and then block on the edge. That's exactly why they got this guy, and they need another wide receiver to complement Santonio Holmes. Right now, it's just Chaz Chillins, who they got from Oakland, and Patrick Turner. Boom.
All right, Sal, thank you. So 3 straight AFC East picks for the Jets, which the much ballyhooed at the end of the year. I wanted to use the word fractured, but a locker room that wasn't exactly buttoned up. But so now the Jets hope to button up the wide receiver position, and now with the 12th overall pick here in round number 2, the Kansas City Chiefs, a year removed from winning the AFC West.
To announce the Kansas City Chiefs selection, please welcome from Nebraska, the 74th overall selection of the 1993 draft by the Chiefs, guard Will Shields.
With the 44th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Jeff Allen, guard, University of Illinois.
So, by the way, 3 Illini, none from Ohio State or Michigan yet. That's an upset.
This kid can really pass protect. He's a 4-year starter at Illinois. I think he's going to play a guard for the Chiefs. But if you watch the Illini play, he plays left and right tackle in every game. He plays to the quick side, they call it. The one thing Jeff Allen can do is pass protect. He's not the most physical kid in this draft, but he's got playing versatility. He's a good athlete. I think he's going to get stronger. This Chief offensive line, with the addition of Eric Winston over here at right tackle from the Houston Texans, Hudson takes over at center. Now you get Allen. This is a much better football team.
47 consecutive starts for the Illini, and he showed a lot of versatility, John. Right tackle, left tackle, some guard, and I agree with you. He's going to have to play inside. There was some concern at 6'4", 307, doesn't have the longest arms. Did he have the ability to be a tackle in the NFL? At Kansas City, though, he will be inside at offensive guard.
So the Chiefs have selected next up. The Bears have moved up into the Rams slot. Rams moving down again. Chicago on the clock, followed by Philadelphia when we come back.
Gary Clark Jr.'s single, Bright Life, is available on iTunes.